What is going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. This channel is all about CrossFit, lifestyle, product reviews. So if you want to keep up to date with the channel, hit that subscribe button. In today's video, we are going to be discussing the topic, can you lose weight with CrossFit? The simple answer is yes, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to be speaking with a couple of people and we're going to be diving a little bit deeper into that with this sort of lifestyle vlog as well. So let's jump into the video right now.
Just now, they're just in bed maybe.
This weather is amazing.
Yeah, the weather's beautiful.
So nice.
Although not nice for running in. Didn't enjoy that this morning. At about 3.5 miles I really had to force myself to keep going. And then I bailed at 5. Done.
So the topic of today's vlog, something I've been thinking about recently, is does CrossFit help you lose weight? Because obviously it does. Any form of physical activity helps you lose weight, but you see a lot of people that don't lose weight when they do CrossFit. Thoughts on that, Susan?
I don't lose weight doing CrossFit. I get heavier, but then my muscle density looks better. So if I'm really doing CrossFit, I end up actually weighing more, but I'm fine with that because my body composition looks better. So I'm probably not your target audience. You're probably more thinking people who are coming to the start of their fitness journey, whose intention is to actually lose mass, maybe.
Yeah, like if your main objective is to lose weight, then is CrossFit the right sport or exercise regime for you? Or is it a blend of a number of different things?
I think if you've got no motivation to do physical exercise, then CrossFit's brilliant, because all you've got to do is get yourself through that door. As soon as you're through that door, someone else has done the program for you, and you've got maybe 10 to 12 other people around you encouraging you to finish it and do your best. Whereas if you just went to, unless you could afford a PT, if you just went to a normal gym, you could slack off, you could do nothing, you could just go there for an hour but actually only work out for 20 minutes.
So it's passing on that accountability to someone else, but we'll dive deeper into that. Good talking point.
Yay!
That's some solid grass, isn't it? They put a lot of effort into making that grass also.
And it's real, trust me, I touched it.
How's it like dead?
It's not dead, it's just that up until maybe yesterday we didn't care about grass.
Bought a hose,
But you dig half the grass up.
bit of adulting. Right, time for a little bit of training. Come and give me cuddles.
I'm Becky now.
Come and give me cuddles.
I'm Becky. One more cuddle. Mom. One
One more
more cuddle.
cuddle.
Let's go on this side.
Right, I'm gonna go look after the wee one. That's my session done. Some snatches, some front squats, get some food now, and enjoy this beautiful weather. Look at that. Look at that sun. I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on whether you can lose weight with CrossFit. The reality of it is that yes, you can lose weight with CrossFit. If you're doing a physical activity and you're burning calories and your desired outcome is to lose weight, you will lose weight. Now I think the trap that people fall into is that they feel that CrossFit is quite intense, or CrossFit is quite intense and it does burn a lot of calories, but when you actually analyze the data and look at the amount of calories that you are burning, you'd be surprised it's not that much or that much different to any other kind of physical session that you would do. You would typically burn around about 300 calories for a 1 hour session. So if you're, and again, just to sort of be clear, this is my thoughts and opinions on it, and it's not everyone's, and you may disagree, and if you do, let me know in the comments below my thoughts and opinions, and that's not going to land, you know, with everyone. I get that. But what we'll also do is ask Sam, who's one of my friends, he's a coach at Big Red Training, his thoughts and opinions on this as well. So can you lose weight with CrossFit? Yes you can. But if you're training 1 hour a day and increasing your calorie expenditure by 300 calories, and you normally consume 2,500 calories, and you're sitting at a kind of maintenance level at 2,500, do a session 2,800, and then start consuming 3,000 calories because you've done the exercise, then you're not going to lose weight. And the reason why is because you're in a calorie surplus, you're going to put on weight, and if that's your goal, brilliant. But if you're actually trying to lose weight, which is what the topic of this conversation is that you're not going to lose weight, you need to be in a calorie deficit, and you need to create that calorie deficit somehow. So the only real way that you're going to lose weight with CrossFit, and the same as just losing weight in general, is by being accountable for the calories and macro consumptions and versus physical activity. So if you take a high level CrossFit athlete like Matt Fraser, doing multiple sessions a day, probably burn off quite a high number of calories or calorie expenditure, he's intaking that calorie expenditure as well because he needs that. So but even if he was to consume more calories than he was burning off, he would put on weight, and that's probably not where he wants to be. So you do have to be responsible for your calories and macronutrients in the same way you would with your finances. You know, if you've got commitments for, you know, car, mortgage, you know, Amazon Prime and all that sort of stuff, and you know that comes to, you know, £500 a month, and you're only earning £300 a month, you're going to be in debt very quickly. So the same with calories and the same with macronutrients. You've got to be monitoring your physical activity levels, the amount of calories that you're burning off, in addition to your basal metabolic rate, working out what that number is, and then looking at the data and seeing if you're in a calorie deficit. Regardless of the volume, regardless of the amount of calories, you need to be seeing what the calorie expenditure is, or what the energy expenditure is versus the calorie consumption. Now if you're in a deficit, you will lose weight. If that's your desired goal, you will lose weight, but you have to track it, you have to monitor it, and if you're doing that and you're doing that consistently on a daily basis, you will see results. As soon as you stop tracking it, it'll fall by the wayside. You'll start those calories will start creeping up because you'll be grabbing a hold of something else, you'll be tracking it, you think, oh that's alright, I've trained today, you'll put on weight. And that's why you see a lot of people that want to look aesthetically good by doing CrossFit and might not be achieving those goals. I'm a prime example. I'm not ripped. I would consider myself to be very fit and very strong, but I'm not ripped, and the reason why is because I don't track, you know, my MyFitnessPal calories 100% of the time, but I do it enough to know that when I look in the mirror that I don't want to be, you know, too out of shape because I enjoy my food. So hopefully that's helped. What we'll do is we'll give Sam a call later and see what his thoughts and opinions are on this subject as well. Just trying to do something a little bit different with the vlog, and we're going, basically I googled CrossFit, right, and I thought, okay, some topics that we can go through. So you search for CrossFit and there's some various stuff, and it's like people also searched for this, and it said, can you lose weight with CrossFit?
Yeah.
Which obviously you can, but you see a lot of people in CrossFit that don't lose weight.
Oh my God, you do.
So
Yeah.
what? So why is that? So first of all, can you lose weight with CrossFit? And if yes, why do people not lose weight with CrossFit?
So I think yes. First off, people can lose weight in CrossFit. Yes. First off, a precursor for anything in fitness is not what you're doing. Like the methodology, it's how you're doing it. And so this ties into the second part where why people don't lose weight in CrossFit is because I think they assume that the product may be delivered differently in some gyms to the point where they feel like the hour a day for 5 times a week is sufficient. And because it's such a social methodology within the gym, you will get a lot of social CrossFitters. You see it at the games and all of these competitions.
Yeah.
Everyone's on the beers. They love the beers, which is it's fascinating to see. But that's why they don't treat it as, I think when they do it for a while, they don't treat it as, this is how I'm going to get fit and lose weight. This is like, oh, this is my buy-in to be able to live a leisurely life with a few more drinks, the odd bad meal, maybe a takeout once a week.
Yeah, I think you're right. If you're just a general, part of a box, part of a community, training once a day, there might be a misconception in your own mind that you do that session and 5 times a week and that warrants you to be able to basically consume what you want, but it goes much further than that, and it's those people that take the step up and say I want to take responsibility for all components of my life, nutrition, sleep, and all those behaviours and all those decisions that you make, those are the ones that are able to control the calories and macros and understand the data and analyze it, reflect on it, build plans from it. And that's the way you take it to that next level and take it a little bit more seriously. That's my thoughts and opinions on it. And I think some people don't do that enough, and they feel that CrossFit should give them the results that they want, but it goes much further than that. So CrossFit, yes, you can lose weight, but this is my opinion. So CrossFit, yes, you can lose weight, but you do need to take personal responsibility around your calorie expenditure and calorie.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think
they assume it's more intense, so it'll be better for them, so they'll lose weight. But as I said, it's not what you do; it's how you do it. Like they overestimate the effectiveness of that kind of lying on the floor in a pile of their own sweat. It has it's 60 minutes of very high intensity work in some occasions, sometimes not. But because you've hit that kind of red line and you've gone mega hard and it wipes you out, as you said, it does trick you into thinking like, oh, I might eat differently to how I readily would if I just went on like a 5k run.
Yeah, to kind of summarize for the people watching, what would you suggest would be a good plan of attack if you are wanting to do CrossFit for losing weight? What else would you need to implement into your regime to make sure that you are consistently losing weight and still enjoying CrossFit with enough, or enjoying an intense session, be it CrossFit, with enough energy over the course of the day and the week? What would your takeaway suggestions be?
I really like that. I really like the way you phrased that as well. My recommendation would be always stay hydrated, firstly. That's like the main thing I think about any day. Always stay hydrated. Watch the sneaky sugars, the sneaky calories, the sugary drinks. That's what I mainly focus on, because they are really sly, especially in hot weather doing exercise. Lastly, do not make your CrossFit sessions super duper hard. So when people first join up and they first get into it, about a month in, they start to realize that I'm going to floor myself almost every day. And it's really hard to put in the effort, the emotional and the physical energy into eating well and looking after yourself outside of the class when you're that wrecked. Because anyone who's done a bad session and that night they're like, oh, F it, I could really do with a pizza. Which you can when you're that wrecked.
Yeah.
But don't, and that's my main thing, create good eating habits of whole natural foods. Obviously the typical CrossFit.com, but also typical nutritional advice anyway. But don't make your everyday at CrossFit an all-out blast, because then you're going to suck the energy out of yourself through the day or in trying to prep for the next day outside of the CrossFit class. It's 1 hour in 24 hours. You know, that's a massive minority. So don't use up the 23 hours by just trying to make the most of that 1 hour.
Yeah.
That's my main advice.
Well, there we have it, guys. There's some views and opinions from myself and some other people as well. Can you lose weight with CrossFit? The simple answer is yes, but there's a number of different component parts that build into that equation that will determine the success of your weight loss goals. It's not just all about the physical activity, it's all about the hydration, it's all about the sleep, the recovery, the quality of the macronutrients, the quality of the calories, meal timings, physiology. So there's a whole load of different things that are going on, and we were just covering the topic today: can you lose weight with CrossFit, and the pitfalls that people fall under. I typically fall down these, you know, rabbit holes as well. So you know, it's not unique to just one person. It is, you know, everyone kind of falls down these rabbit holes as well. We can go deeper into specific foods, you know, in some further vlogs. So if you want to see some topics and conversations around that, please do let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.